Well, good morning, Paris, and anyone else who happens to be streaming this through YouTube. It is always good to be in touch with you. Life is going well for us here in Malawi. We have settled and have adjusted. Both Rebecca and I are getting more and more involved in our work. It's been great to reconnect with old people from Malawi. They keep telling me, Joel, you have matured, which I think is the polite way of saying, Joel, you're getting a little bit older. See, Paris, what you're doing to me. One of the ways that I'm involved in ministry here is through work with the prisons. And beside me is a good friend of mine, Stanley. He is the prison chaplain for all of Blantyre Synod. So, Stanley, can you just tell us a little bit about how many prisons and how many inmates there are in the southern part of Malawi?
Yeah, quite true. We have over 22 prisons here in the southern part of Malawi, which is under Blantyre Synod. And within those prisons, we have over 13,000 inmates involved in such prisons.
And so you see there's a lot of work to be done. And so Stanley, can you just tell the friends back in Canada a little bit about the ministry that you're involved in the prisons?
Indeed, as a prison chaplain, I'm involved especially in the spiritual welfare of the inmates. We do conduct Bible studies in the prisons and also counseling in the prisons, and we also help them to get some of their needs. As you know, in the prisons there are so many challenges. So I always help them to get some of their basic needs in the prisons as part of the prison ministry here in Blantyre Synod.
And so what are the conditions of the prisons here? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they awful?
Very awful. Very, very shocking conditions in our prisons countrywide. As you have been seeing, as we have visited together in the prisons, the conditions are very pathetic. The inmates, they eat once a day, and sometimes even they could go without food for 2-3 days, no food. And they sleep on the bare floor, no any blanket, no any sleeping mats, and even drugs is a challenge in the prisons. Clothes is a challenge in the prisons. And we have also some inmates who are needy and desperate. They have been there and the court granted them a bail, but they failed to pay for their bail bond money for them to go back to their respective homes. So it's a huge challenge which I am involved with in the prisons.
And so as you can see, there's a lot of need, but also a lot of opportunity. And so we thought this year, as we draw closer to Christmas and we think of helping and serving others, there has been an initiative that has been going on for a number of years, and that is in providing bed mats, blankets, and bars of soap for the inmates throughout the southern region of Malawi. There's an African proverb that often says, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So often we can become overwhelmed by our circumstances and wonder, what can we do? But I want to invite you to an opportunity in partnering with us here, but also with international ministries, as we provide bed mats, blankets, and soap for the inmates. You may wonder, well, how much? Well, for a blanket such as this, it's going to cost you approximately $8 Canadian. For a bed mat, $3. And for a bar of soap, a bargain price of 14 cents. I want to invite you to consider giving to this project. There's more information in the bulletin or on our blog. Just simply give the money to the church in Paris with the memo, Prisons in Malawi. And all the money will be forwarded through us, through international ministries. And we look forward to updating you on the way in which we make a difference. Jesus invites us into partnership. And so we invite you through your generosity to partner with us here in Malawi to make a difference. Have a wonderful Christmas, and we look forward to being in touch in the not too distant future. God bless.